So welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to consider why are professional courses tough. So let's start the video. So here we have given the pass rate for various courses and especially like accounting and finance courses which are available throughout the world. So we have considered ACCA, CAMA which are UK courses, CA, CMA and CS which are Indian courses, and CFA, CPA, FRM, CMA, CAA and CAIA which are US based courses. And these are the pass rates for all these courses across. So we have considered the latest pass result. So some of them are a little bit on a higher end. For example, if you take a CA, CMA and CS, these pass rates are actually on the higher end. So due to the latest exam results which were like little bit on a higher end result. So CA 40% of pass rate seems to be like very higher. CMA also is 65% was like very high. CS I think 35 was at the inter level. So that also has been little bit on a higher end. So what we have done here is we have compiled the latest result which was available in 2021 across all these examinations, and you can see that that the highest pass rate would be FRM which is 63%, and the lowest pass rate would be for CS, okay, Indian exam, which is for corporate secretary, which is 8%. So you might think that 63% and 50% across these lines seems to be on a higher end and easily quite easy exams, but actually they're not that high, because we never know in which attempt the student passed these exams. Okay, so these exam pass rates are computed on the basis of how many people have taken up the exam on a particular exam sitting and how many of them have passed, right? But we never know how many attempts did he take to pass the exam. So that is never disclosed, or it's like never computable by anyone. So we never know in which attempt he actually cleared this examinations. So these results are actually a little bit showing a very positive or an optimistic note. So the reality would be like a little bit lesser only than this. So you can say that it's not like 50% pass, it's something like 40% or 35% pass, and lower end would be actually 20% or 25%. It would be the pass rate. Okay, so you can deduct somewhere between 10 to 15% from all these numbers, so that you will get the idea, right? So these are very optimistic numbers, but anyway, these numbers are actually tougher or lower end when compared to a undergraduate degree course. So when you compare it with the BCom course or a BSc or a BA course, these rates are comparatively on a lower end. Okay, BCom exams will give you around 90% of people who sit the exam actually pass. The 10% are the ones who never study anything and they don't write anything in the paper. That's why they fail. But why are these exams so tough? That's our question here. The major reasons would be demand and supply. See, these courses are having a reputation, and the pass rate actually reflects whether the students will get a job or not. That means in a very growth year in a country, okay, in a growth year, or if a country is like developing very fast, the pass percentage would be higher because the job creation is higher and the demand for a chartered accountant or a corporate secretary or auditor would be very high. So the pass rates will be little bit on a higher end. If it's going to be on a recession year, right, if it's going to be a prolonged recession year, the pass rates are going to be tough. Okay, somewhere this is what happens at a national level course, something like CA, CS and CWA or CMA. But in a international level course, for example ACCA, or if you take even foreign courses, they do not consider the local demand and supply. Okay, they don't. If you take a CPA exam in India, they usually don't consider what is the demand situation in India. Okay, so how do they then maintain it? See, they maintain it by reducing the pass rate to a very considerable lower level. That's what they do, because they do not want people to be jobless. Okay, after doing CPA or ACCA or CS, they don't want, these professional courses bodies don't want their students, okay, to be jobless after doing these courses, right? So sufficient level of jobs have to be there. Okay, then only the reputation of the course can be maintained, right? So The major reason would be demand and supply, and it also helps to maintain the salary level. So if you do an ACCA, you can be like confident that the salary level will be between 30,000 to 40,000. So if the number of students who are going to clear the exam is going to be very high, then the salary will drop. Okay, it will be dropping to a very lower level. So they want to maintain the salary level. That's why the pass rate is lower. The third reason is to maintain reputation for the course. So they don't want a person to be jobless. That's one. And they don't want people who do not have sufficient amount of technical knowledge to clear the exam. Okay, so when you say that you are an FRM you have written an FRM exam and you have qualified it, that means you should know at a professional level certain concepts. Okay, certain concepts and in depth about certain concepts. So they don't want people to just like that pass and simply say that I am also an FRM, I am also a CFA. They don't want people like that. They want people who can explain concepts, at least in that course level, concepts really well, right? So again, it's to maintain the reputation of the course here. So these are the major reasons. The other reason would be a visible reason. Okay, a visible reason would be the technical knowledge. So people who score, see that we can't say that people who score, like if you take ACCA, the passing mark is 50% and 49 is going to be a fail. Okay, so is there a huge difference of knowledge between 49 and 50? The answer is no, not much huge of a difference. But what ACCA indicates is that they want people to at least cross the threshold of 50. Okay, that is what they require. So there is not much of a difference between the passing mark and the failing mark. It's just like a 1 mark. But they want people to have sufficient amount of minimum technical knowledge. Okay, so for that only the courses are being designed to be tougher. Okay, see, they can't make it very tough. Okay, so if they make very tough, then the number of members will be like very less. If they make it very easy, the number of students who are clearing it will be very high, and the reputation of the course will start to fall. So they have to maintain that correct kind of a balance. Okay, that's very difficult for them. If you take a course called as actuarial science, it has a very low pass rate. Very low means in certain exam sittings I've heard, okay, informally I've heard that it has 0% pass rate. Okay, the highest pass percentage itself is only in single digits. Okay, it doesn't even cross like 5%, even 6%. So look at the toughness of that course. So when compared to those a course like actuarial science, these accounting courses are like far more easier, we can say. But still they want a limit, at least a threshold amount of technical knowledge. So we'll move on to the next reason, which is called as the hidden reason. Okay, so reasons for why professional courses are tough, but these are not like very visible reasons. So number one, see, when compared to a UG degree, something like BCom, these courses take quite a long time to clear. Okay, so patience is like required. You can't simply say that you want to clear it within a very short span of time. Even BCom takes 3 years of time, but these courses, they require patience, because you can fail multiple attempts and it will take a longer time. Okay, so patience is required here to clear these exams. Next is focus. You have to focus on the current exam, then only you could pass it. So it requires a tremendous amount of focus on you. So again, when compared to BCom, you don't need to have much focus in BCom. In the last like 2 weeks, if you study, you will clear this exam, BCom exams. But here you can't do that at all. Okay, you have to consistently focus studying for at least for 4 months, 5 months, for an exam which appears every 6 months. Okay, so you require a tremendous amount of focus here. Okay, you have to sacrifice your sports, your family life, okay, your social life, like that. The next one is persistent. Whether you clear or whether you fail, that doesn't matter. You have to keep on again and again attempting these courses. Okay, so it requires a continuous effort here. And some exams are very lengthy. For example, CA, CIMA are very lengthy courses. You have to wait for years to clear these exams. So it requires a persistent effort. It increases your technical thinking. Okay, not about the technical knowledge, but the way you think itself will change. For example, if you are a chartered accountant, the way you think will be definitely different from a common person. Okay, so that kind of a what to say, skill we cannot tell about a person who has cleared BCom. Okay, so because CA people think in terms of taxes, in terms of finance, in terms of accounting, they are like trained to do that. Okay, because they have studied the subject so much in and out, they might be, or they will be thinking in those lines also. And the last one is increased memory. You keep on memorizing and remembering a lot of things. It becomes, your memory keeps expanding. Okay, so it's not that see, the reason why they are tough is hiddenly it increases all these kinds of skills. Okay, it increases all these kinds of skills. Okay, and these skills are required in a company setting. So in a company, if you want to work, you have to have patience, you should focus, you should be persistent, you should have good technical thinking, and you should have good memory. So any company which is going to recruit you is not only for the technical knowledge, but also these hidden reasons. Okay, so these courses are also indirectly pushing you to develop these kinds of skills also. So those who are unable to be, those who are impatient, they will fail these exams, they will not take up these exams. Those who can't focus, they will get filtered out. If they are not persistent, they will clear few exams and they will quit this course. Okay, so professional courses are actually a filtering mechanism where it filters those who are differently skilled and those who are not that kind of skilled. Okay, so that is where professional courses are actually designed to be tough. So hope you guys got a good idea about why professional courses are tough. So whenever someone asks you like what's the huge difference between BCom and CA or BCom and CFA, this is what you have to explain, and this is how you explain it. So you guys can reach me at my website. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn. And you can also reach me at Twitter. So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.